Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So similar to Bitcoin, if you've watched my Bitcoin video, there's basically two possibilities here. First possibility is that we really already, since the low from at $880, that we have started an impulse in a wave 1, finished the wave 2 as well, and we now are in the wave 3. The wave 3 should take us to the 1550 level, 1550 pretty much, roughly. This is the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level of the wave 1. And this is definitely a good possibility, definitely a chance to get there. To get there really, however, we need to break above that zone here. I've highlighted that here as 1255, but it really is a bit of a zone between 1255 and 1280. This is something you need to get through. And that would, in my opinion, really confirm that we are on the way in the wave 3. It was already a good indication that we broke above this wave 1 high. Bitcoin hasn't done that. Bitcoin hasn't broken above that wave 1 high. Ethereum did, but so far it's just moving sideways really. Another good indication that we are in this uptrend in a wave 3, which is normally the longest impulsive wave, is as long as we stay above this ascending trend line. However, if we break below this trend line, then you can probably expect a drop down. And the question then is, however, does the previous wave 1 low support? It was already tested previously as support, or do we lose it? And if we lose it, in my opinion, there's actually a good chance that we then move down once more into this yellow target area that we actually never really reached. Because the potential is, the first possibility is that this is a wave 3 to the upside. The second possibility is, and that is similar to Bitcoin, that this here was only the wave A, that this here is a wave 2 corrective wave in the end, and that the wave C is still coming down. Again, that wouldn't be a disaster. All it would mean is that here there is another potential accumulation phase, and that from here then we start in this third wave to the upside. Both actually a bullish wave count, and it doesn't really matter. This, however, would take a bit longer. It would take a bit longer because we have to do this correction first. The wave B obviously can be higher than the wave 1. It is rare, but in this scenario here, it would be a so-called expanded flat pattern where you would normally expect a sell-off to be quite steep, because in a flat pattern, the wave C is normally more steep than the wave A. So this would be quite a bit of a sell-off. Similar situation for Bitcoin. Bitcoin hasn't exceeded wave 1 yet. So on the Bitcoin chart, we wouldn't have an expanded flat. It would just be a regular flat. Therefore, this could explain why it is possible on the ETH chart as well, because even though it is a rare pattern, likelihood would be that ETH is actually following Bitcoin in this move, okay? So this is something you need to watch very closely. To protect yourself from that, if you're in a long trade, of course, a possibility would be to set a stop loss very easily, right? But that's up to you. Overall, yeah, we are here still in an uptrend, as you can see, because we are above this ascending trend line, and the risk, in my opinion, only gets real that we drop once more into this yellow target area located between $940 and $1,030 roughly, is if we drop below this ascending trend line, drop below the ascending trend line and lose support here at 1195. If we stay above 1195, my immediate focus would be on the upside, further towards $1,550. But I acknowledge that we first need to get through this zone here, and I might actually add here another, let me just add the other line here, because this is basically a zone through which we need to get through. Highlight that in color. That's an important resistance zone that will be a little bit difficult to overcome as it seems at the moment. But if we do, then there isn't much there, as you can see here on the left hand side. So a move above that level, so at the latest above 1280, but I think key resistance is sort of in the 1255 range here. But at 1280, you should see a move up quite quickly. And again, there isn't much there. I think the next major resistance would be the wave 2 high here, and that is pretty much in line with that 1.618 Fibonacci extension level at around $1,550. Yeah, and that is so far here the Ethereum view that I have. Not much has changed since the last video, therefore only a quick update. But also here for Ethereum, what I wanted to mention is that we see here promising developments on the indicators. So what we need to see to support rising prices is obviously that the indicators support it. We can see that the ADX and DI here with those directional indicators, indicator lines here, the red and the green line, they are turning into each other, which means there's a chance we will see here bullish crossover at some point. That's a first good sign on the daily. The RSI is going higher, still in the bearish range though, but the MACD has made this bullish crossover, which is also quite promising. Now that is on the daily chart. What is more interesting is on the 2-day chart here as well. ADX and DI have started to turn into each other, and the MACD also starting to reduce negative momentum. In fact, it has done that now for a while, and there's also a bullish divergence, higher lows on the MACD, lower lows on the price chart, and the 4-day chart, similar situation, higher lows on the MACD. Here though, we haven't really seen, we're not that advanced yet. So if what is currently happening on the daily and the 2-day chart, if that is going to translate over to the 4-day, that will be very, very meaningful. If this is pushing higher, then in the past, this is already always usually led to significant price increases. Not always to a new all-time high, but usually to significant price increases. And if you see bullish crossover here, that is definitely something that is worth keeping an eye on. Okay, and that is my view here currently about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.